morning, good morning. All right, so let me try and adjust the camera a little bit. All right, so good morning, everybody. So let's just continue from where we stopped. We already completed the one I was making last week. This is it, okay? So let's just finish the pattern together. For the sake of those who were not able to finish the pattern alone. So I think this is how many rows left. Yeah, there is something I wanted to show us, but let me count how many rows first. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. Okay, this is 23 rows. Please, if you are here, please let me just know that. Okay, good morning, Eva. So I was just about to say that if you are here, just signify. Good morning, and I am meeting. So yeah. So I have how many rows again? 25. Now there is something I want to check in this. This was where we started for this one, but okay. So then I used the pattern to make it up till here. Now, if there is anything you can notice from this, I want you to let me know. You can see that this one is looking like, how would I say it? It's not as straight as this. I want to be sure it's not only me that is seeing that. So now this is what happened. This is what happened here. This place, I use it to create my neckline, because what the size, the body, you know, how to get the measurement. Do you understand? So that's why I didn't want to bombard you guys, because if I teach you how to get the body and at the same time teach you the neck at the same time, it will be too choking. Do you understand? Now for the neck, what I did was is as simple as, you know, as you want to know it. That's the truth. It's as simple as anything. Okay, so this is what happened here. After chaining my 24 stitches that we have, 24 chains, foundation chains, then I went ahead, because 24, so I wanted to deal with the middle, right? The neckline in the middle. Remember, there are different type of neckline. You can have necklines that look like, I'm coming, you can have different type of neckline, but the most common one, once you have the shoulder, is the one usually in the middle. Okay, the round neck, what they call. So there are different type of neckline. There are some ones that are usually asymmetrical. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. They are usually by the side. They start from maybe from the collarbone of that first one, then up to it will end at the collarbone of the second one to go. Is usually asymmetrical. Yeah. So there are different types, and we have off shoulder. Off shoulder is not even going to come from here at all. It's not even going to start from your shoulder to shoulder measurement. It's going to start from like 4, 5, 6 inches from your collarbone. Do you understand? So if I want to make like off shoulder with this one, I'm not going to be doing this like up to like 4, 5 inches. That's where I'm going to start for my off shoulder. Then for that, I'm going to be measuring the shoulder, like my arm, with that instead of the upper chest, because it's usually at the upper chest area, but that's too low anyways, because the upper chest area is like the length is 8 centimeter, like we wrote the last time. This is what I'm saying. The upper chest, where did we write it again, Seth? Yes, it's at 8 centimeters. That's like 8 inches on normal human beings. That's too low actually. That has gotten to your nipple point. It's just like 1 inch away from your nipple point. So that's too low. So it usually starts from 4 inches, 5 and 6. 4 inches, 5 and 6. So some people might want it to 7, but that's too extreme. So that way you're not going to start from your shoulder to shoulder measurement. You just start straight from maybe like 4 inches. You remove those ones. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Please, if you understand, let me know. All right, so for this, for me to get this, yeah, I didn't make it I didn't make it too much. Why? Because I want to use this one as the back panel. Okay, I'm supposed to use this one to make the neckline, and the neckline is supposed to be maybe something like this piece is supposed to be eradicated. Okay, but you can have something like this too, don't worry, it will stretch. Assuming it's normal material that is not stretchy now, it might not work. Okay, so but I'm still going to be teaching us necklines, sha. Okay, so this is how I did it. I started with our 24 foundation chains as usual. Then I went ahead to divide my 24 inches. Since I have 24 stitches, so 24 divided by 2, that's like 12. So I know that my middle line is between 12 and 13. Okay, that's like the middle line. So I just went ahead, did um 6 DCs, that's 6 double crochet, then 3 HDCs, two 3 SCs, then okay, sorry, then another 3 SCs, that's like 6 SC in the middle. Okay, then another 3 HDC, then another 6 DC. You will see DC is bigger than HDC, so that's why I started from there. Okay, because that's like where I'm going to join together. Then you proceed to the next one, that's the HDC, then to SC. So I'm going to repeat that pattern for the other one, but it's going to be like inverse of what we have here. So from 3 and 3 then 6. Okay, so that's why you have this one, 3 3 then 6. So this one will be by the side, then followed by HDC, followed by SC. You understand? So you have 6 SC in the middle. So once you continue the row for the first, second, and third row, did I do it for the third row? Okay, for the first and second row, that was what I did. So that's why you have like something like cuff here. Can you see? So this is our 6 HDC. This is going to be where we are going to join together with the other one, then this one. So please let me know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Let it not be that I'm talking to myself. Okay, so let's just continue. While I'm waiting for a response, let's continue with the pattern that we were making. Okay, so I said this is 25, right? Let me check again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. All right, 23. So I'm at row 23, and row 23 is what again, sir? 36 stitches, so it's still regular. Okay, because I know that some have done their own, so and the pattern is already here, is already on the group set, so that's what I'm trying to, so you don't say I'm too fast, you already know what we did. I will just keep explaining since we didn't finish it in the last class. All right, so then we'll move to row 24, and that's a decrease row. Okay, so we are meant to have 34 stitches at the end of this one. So you go ahead, start your row, turn your work. Okay, you want to turn your work, then we are going to decrease in the second and third stitch. Okay, do a decrease, we won't finish it, then yarn over, put through all, then you just continue. Okay, because we are not going to be doing regular, this is like a decrease slope. Yeah, and that's because your knee area is usually smaller than your hips. Okay, but there is something, for you will notice that for your short gowns that reaches the knee, you always notice that there's something there's always like a opening at the back. They call it slit, either skirt slit or gown slit. They call it slit. Yeah. So for the slit, you can decide to add it to this one or not. Yes, depends on you. It's not all stretchy fabric that takes slits. So that's why I said you can decide, you can actually decide if you want slit or not. Okay, but how to achieve your slit, I'm going to be showing us. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't finish this off camera self. Okay, so my knee length, our knee length is up to row 35, right? So I'm going to stop like maybe 6 inch. If I have 6 stitches left, that's 1 2 3 4 5 6. So once I get to row 29, then we are going to do the slit together. I'm going to show you how to go about with the slit. So let's continue with this one. Row 24. So once we get to the end of this, we want to reduce it again, decrease at the other side too. I actually saw your work and they are, honestly, they are very good. I'm proud of you guys, to be honest. I saw it, I was like, oh god, like I'm so proud of you people. That's the truth. Okay, so we're supposed to have 3 stitches left before we do another decrease. All right, so yarn over, insert into the third stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, go into the next one, yarn over, pull through two, then yarn over, pull through all, then finish with a regular double crochet at the end. Then we'll move on to row 25. So row 25 is a regular row, so that's still 34 stitches. Just yarn over, go to the next one, do your turning chain that serves as a stitch, then go to the next one and just work 1 DC in each stitch across the row. Okay, I didn't see you guys chat, so I was asking if you understood the neckline I explained, and I didn't get a response from you guys. So okay, okay, so we are done with row 25. Then row 26 is a decrease row, so we're going to be decreasing again. 1 2 3. Okay, sorry, my yarn is almost exhausted, so I want to change. I want to be sure you guys already know how to, add to your yarn save, because I've never seen that question before. Yeah, so you're supposed to just join it, tie a knot. I actually forgot to tell you guys, but I'm sure you must have joined during one of our projects, so I want to believe that you know already how to join. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to tie my knots. I'm going to be teaching you how to change colors as well, but not today, maybe next week. Remember that our class is supposed to finish this week, but I think we are going to have like 2 weeks more, if not more safe. So far, the thing is, I'll just end the whole thing 2 weeks more. Then if I see that there are still some people that wants to learn, okay, i'm going to I'm going to have more class for them, unpaid ones anyways, except if you are going for an upgrade class. So unpaid ones, so far you are ready to learn, I'm ready to teach. Okay, a decrease rule, right? So we are going to decrease in our second and third stitch, then go on with our work. So the 2 week is supposed to make up for the 2 classes we missed, and to just push us further. Yeah, there are some things I still want to explain to us. Then yeah, we still talk about monetization. You still have a lot to learn. Oh, that's the truth. I'm not going to tell you that you've learned oh yeah, you can never learn. Oh, we learn every day. Even me, I'm still learning. That's the truth. But I'm going to be teaching you how we are going to be going about the learning, so that you can be independent of your own self. You don't have to depend on YouTube videos to say, okay, oh, I want to do a crochet wear or shoe or bag or earrings. I'm supposed to teach you that self. Omo. So we are going to decrease at this end too, and finish with a regular one. So we are going to row what again? Row 27. So row 27 is, I think, a regular. Oh Jesus, what did I do? Let me count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Okay, regular. Okay, I think I made a mistake with the pattern. No, I can't even see where I started my mistake from. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. So 27 is going to be what again? Let me choose. Okay. So let me just use like that. Okay. So 27 is supposed to be 32 stitches too. Okay, so let's just continue. I beg. I cannot do this again. I cannot lose this work again because I want us to do some other things today. So maybe we'll spend maybe like 1 hour 30 minutes on this one, because fine, we are almost done. No, but then the finishing is, it takes time too. So we are going to do this together. Okay, row 28 is supposed to be another 32 stitches, so I'm going to make it regular too. I think Okay, you said you are not the only one. Thanks to the okay. Yeah, I think I made a mistake there. Maybe I didn't count the rows properly, sha. But row 20. What am I doing again? Is it 27 after 20? Okay. Okay, this is row 27 now. So it's 32 stitches, and we still have 32 stitches here. So I'm back on the right track. Okay. Yeah, if you are doing your own, please don't say, oh, I made mistake, I don't want to go back. Oh, please, you have to go back no matter what. I'm just trying to make us fast here, that's why. So row 28 now is what again? This one, this one. Row 28 is another 32 stitches, so no decrease. Then I think 30 is a decrease row. 29. Okay, 28. I'm still at 28. Okay, where am I supposed to stop again? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'll do one more, then we'll start the slits. After this row, we'll do one more, then we'll start the slits that I wanted to make. All right. Okay, so what was I going to say? Okay, I'm going to see it at the end of the class. I have one more assignment for us. Okay. So row 28 done. So row 29 is a decrease row. So that's the last one we're going to do before our slits. So row 29 now. Then we'll decrease. Okay. And continue our work. So on row 29 that we are doing now, we are going to have 30 stitches. Okay, we'll do it, we'll check it together when we are done. Then how to go about the slits. Okay, so another decrease row, Abby. So we'll just do this one and decrease again. Finish it with our DC. All right. So now I want you guys to pay attention at this point. So we have 6 left. I want to do a slit because this is the back back panel, right? So we want to go ahead and count our stitches. Yeah, remember that this one we finished at a decrease row, not a regular row, so it's going to be confusing if you start counting from here. All right, so just go ahead, count from the top. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28. I'm saying 28 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30. Yeah, I decrease, so that's 28. I decrease one more. Yeah, so this is 28 stitches. I counted it from the side to be sure of what I'm counting. Okay, so 28. Yeah, for your own you're going to have 30. Remember, I made a mistake, so and I didn't want to go back. So for your own you're supposed to have 30 stitches. All right, so you go ahead and divide the 30 by 2. If you divide 30 divided by 2, you're going to have 15 stitches. All right, so the 15 stitches is what we are going to be dealing with now. Okay, so I want you to see how we are going to work on it. Now there's another thing I want you to note. Where is your stitch marker? Okay, I think I have one here. Okay, so there's another thing I want us to note. We are going to the 30th stitch now, right? Let me count it if I'm right here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Yeah, so that's 29. Okay, so we are going to be working with, my own is 28 divided by 2, that's 14 stitches. All right, so note, I'm going this way now, right? That is where I'm going, but I'm not going to finish up till the end because we want to create a slit at that place. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be counting 4 stitches in from this side. Okay, because I'm going to be going from this side, so I can know, and I'm going to be placing my stitch marker there where it's going to be. It should be somewhere around here, between here and here, here and here. So let's count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Can you see? So this is our 14 stitches, so you have 14 here too, so that's why I put it in between. Okay, so that's why I put it in between here, in between the 2 stitches here. Okay, this one is about to break safe, so we'll continue with our work. This one is a regular, remember, it's a regular. If your own was a decrease, then you still have to keep this decreasing despite the slits that you have. Okay, but since it's a regular row, just continue with your regular stitches. So we are going to be working 14 stitches here. So this is 6, okay, 7, 8. You might not need to count since you already use your stitch marker. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so once you have 14 stitches here now, what you are going to do is you are going to, sorry, Eva, is this network issue or you're just saying yeah to what I don't even understand? Okay, so for this one now, we are going to be turning our work. So you do 1 2 3. Okay, instead of finishing up to this side, if you do 1 2 3, then you turn your work. Okay, that's your turning chain for the next row. So that's row 30 what? Row 31. We just finished row 30. Okay, so you just turn your work and you go ahead to do just regular double crochet there as well. Okay, so this is 2 stitches already, 2 rows already. So, and we need 6 to complete our 35 rows. Okay, so once you finish here, you want to go ahead and continue that way, but you'll be stopping halfway where you stopped. Okay, just to form the slit. Then at the end of the day, you see what we've done. Okay, so just go ahead. This is the 3rd row, and I'm doing, sorry, excuse me, I'm trying to, sorry. Okay, the neckline, I'm going to explain the neckline part to you. Just hold on, let me finish. Let's finish the slit, then I'll explain the neckline to you. All right, so let's just finish with the slit first. So this is the 3rd row, right? Okay, all right, so we have 3 more rows to go. 1 2 3, then you go this way. Okay, so this is our 4th one. So far this is what you are going to have. This is what we did so far. This is what you are going to have. So let's just go ahead, finish the 2, then go back to this side and finish up with this side too. 2 3. Okay, so okay, so this is how many rows? 1 2 3 4 5. So the last row now, we are going to the last row for this side. Then just go ahead and finish it up. Okay, we have 2 stitches left, 1 and the last one. So after you are done with this part, you want to fasten off. Okay, that's 1 more chain. Cut your yarn first, then pull it out. So you can go ahead to hide your yarn now, but I still want to leave mine. Let it be plain there. Okay, so now the reason why I said you should put your stitch marker here is because once you want to start with this one now, once you want to start with this side now, eh, if I mistakenly start from here, okay, I don't know if you can notice that you have the wrong side and the right side to this double crochet. There is a certain way they look. Sorry, what's wrong with my camera lens? There is a certain way they actually look. So this is actually like inside. When you are going this way, when you are working on it this way, this is where should face you. Then that side face will be the outside. So this side now is the inside, this face is the outside, so like that, like that. So now that's why I said, since when we did this one, we started from this row, then we stopped here. Okay, assuming we didn't start from here, assuming it was like this side we started from, okay, and then we stopped here. So that means when we are starting this one, so we are going to be starting from in. All right, so that it has the same progression. If you make a mistake, you will see. If you look at it very well, you will see if you make a mistake. But if you don't make a mistake, you might not notice until you make a mistake. Do you understand? So others might not see, but you as a crocheter should be able to see if you are doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Okay, so when we started this one, this row, we started from here, was it not? You can rewind back to check. We started from here up till here, not like from here till here. Okay, so we are supposed to, since we started from here, so assuming we continue that row, it's supposed to go like this, abi. So that's why we'll not pick from here too and do our 14 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, so you insert your hook here. All right, then you want to go ahead and make a slip knot. Okay, once you make a slip knot, just insert it into your hook. After inserting it here, you know this one was here first, then pull out that loop first, then complete your slip knot. Okay, that will hold it in place. All right, so once you go ahead and do your turning chain now, sorry, so do your turning chain, then go to the next stitch. Can you see I'm trying to hide my yarn? I already taught you how to do that. Go into the next stitch and continue your double crochet till you get to the edge here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that now. So that way it does not look like it was okay, like you cut the yarn then join. It will look the same way, like the progression will be the same thing. Okay, so you just want to go ahead and finish this row, then you continue the same way we did this one. You keep going here, coming here, going here, coming here, going here, till you have your 6 inches. All right, then at the end I'm going to show you what we have. So let me just go ahead and be a little bit more fast with it so we can go to the next thing we ought to do. All right, 2 3, turn your work. Okay, make sure you are not skipping any stitch. Open them up to see if they are remaining or not. So yeah, we're done with this one. Then to the third row. Okay, Okay, sorry, trying to join my yarn together. I think this is the fifth row, so we just have one more row to go for this one. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, right. Okay, then you want to go ahead, turn your work. Then we finish with our sixth row. That's like the 35th row overall for this side. Yep. Okay, the last stitch. Then fasten up your work and pull it out. Okay, so then you can now remove your stitch marker, and then you're going to have something like this. Can you see? Then you're going to have something like this. So this is the slit that we wanted to achieve. Yeah, can you see? We've achieved it now. So but make sure that your slit is not too much. Make sure it is not that close to your hips area. Okay, remember this is a miniature, so your own should not be okay. If you have like this 6 row too on your in your own, is not bad. Do you understand? The reason why we just put slit there is because of walking, because it reaches the knee length. So there is need for, when you're walking, your thighs are going to be apart, your knees are going to be apart for to enable you to walk very well. Okay, so that's just why if you want it, like the shape to really come out, so there is need for you to like reduce from this hip area downward very well. Do you understand? So once you do that, there is need for you to put slit at the back. not too much, in case the person wants to, take bike or something, or mostly just for easy movements and everything. That's why you have your sleeves. Can you see now the pattern? Can you see that it aligns with what we did before? So once you have your pattern, it is whatever you have there. So if you are going to make 100 pieces of this, you only need to follow the pattern. Do you understand? Of this size, oh, you only need to follow the pattern, and then you get accurately what you did. Can you see the way we use our written pattern to just get this? All right, so the next thing I want us to do before we join, we're supposed to join now, right? But I don't want us to join yet. So we join, I want us to make this one. I want us to make it together. Okay, so this is what we are going to be putting. Remember the video I sent as an inspiration to the group? It has like we call it flounce, yeah, in the tailoring world. It has like flounce at the side like this. Okay, so before we join our two panels together, there is need for us to make the other panel. So that's why I made this one here like this, so that we have this one ready. Okay, so let's try and make the second one together. I want us to make it together. So I think I have 62 chains, if I'm not wrong. I made 62 chains. Okay, so then I made one turning chain. You can write it down like that. You can write down that pattern so that you will not get it wrong when you're making your own. So I made 62 chains, and then I started with the 62 chain is including your turning chain, so that's like 61 chain. Okay, so I did 4 single crochet. So I'm going to do 6 single crochet. Then I'm going to do 3 half double crochet, more like what we did in the middle for the neckline that I explained to you, but that one was in the middle, not by the side. Now can you see that this thing is not like even? Can you see? That is why you have this side smaller. All right, that's why you have this side smaller and this side is actually bigger. That's because it's around the waist. We are going to be joining it around the waist side. Okay, so that's why I added that side to be small. Okay, and then this side to be big. You understand? Now what we are going to do is just take a measurement of your waist area. If you check the video very well, you see that the girls, for our clothes, the flounce started from the waist area. Okay, so you go ahead and measure this. Just go ahead and measure this from wherever you want it to start from. You already know body measurements. So we have something like, I have for this one, I have 8.5 inches. Let's check it. That's like 21 centimeters if you convert it to 20 centimeters. You understand? So you can make your chain up to, if you check this chain that we have here, you will see it is not 21 centimeters. Yeah, so there are different ways to making this, but this is one method. I'm going to be teaching you the other method. Okay, but the way I made the first flounce, this is the way I made it. All right, can you see this one is actually more than that? We have about 37 centimeters here. We have about 37 centimeters. So yeah, 6 DCs. Then I'm going to have 3 half double crochet. I think I did one already. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, so I'm going to do 2 more. Then you'll notice in this one I'm not using the back loop. Yeah, and that's because I'm going to be joining it to the side, so I need it to be as flat as possible. Okay, that's why I am not doing that method. So then you just go ahead and do your double crochet all to the end of the row. Okay, so once we get to the end of the row, will know what is next. Please, you can just give this video like a like. I would really appreciate it. Then if you understand up to this point, please let me know. I don't want us to keep going back, let me know if you don't understand now so that I can explain. Okay, so I'm almost at the end. No, not almost, sorry, I'm midway. Sure, so I still have some stitches to go. Oh, my hand is paining me. Oh, I've been working since yesterday. I woke up through the night, so I'm a bit tired. I even worked this morning, self. So I'm a bit tired. Let me just rest my hand and go slow. Okay. So this is just how many? This thing is just 4 rows. The fourth row self is single crochet all through. Yeah, but it's just 4 rows. Just to so it won't take that long for us to finish. So I'm going to be telling you, we are going to do as you can see, this one is already adjusted to the size that we need. Okay, so I'm going to be telling you how to go about that too. Don't worry. We'll do everything together. Okay. Okay. Now, the reason why you can see that my back panel, the color is different from the front panel. Yeah, I did that intentionally. That's for you to know how to combine colors and at the same time, okay, you just see what I'm trying to do. You see that this one is giving me some kind of pattern. Like it's already giving me some, how would I say, it's like this painting pattern, sha. And then this one is like plain, so more like plain and pattern this thing. So you see what I'm saying at the end of the day. All right, so we're already at the end of the first row. Just go ahead, do your turning chain, then turn to the other row. So we are going to continue with our double crochet. But what you can do is, when you finished off that your half double crochet when we started from, you can go ahead to put a stitch marker there. Okay, but for me, since I know that I only made 6 single crochet and 3 half double crochet, so once I have 9 stitches left, okay, I'm just going to start. So I have to work my double crochet up till I have 9 stitches left. You understand what I'm trying to say? On my row, then we'll repeat the same pattern. You see what I'm trying to say, Sha? Okay. Hey, this yarn has want to finish. Oh, Holy Spirit help us. Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, we need you. Set forth in fire, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost. You can see that I seem, I don't know if you don't notice, Sha. I, how would I say it? Sef? I'm not really in my normal mode today. In fact, since last week, Sef, it's not longer than that, Sef. That's why my voice is low. I beg, no vex. So I'll bounce back very soon. So, okay, still have more to do. Okay, so we are closer to 9 stitches. Yeah, come in. So I think we should have 9 stitches now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you see? So we have exactly 9. Then you do 3 double crochet exactly on 3 half double crochet exactly on the half double crochet you have. Yeah, and this is where it stops. Then 6 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see? Then the last one, 6, complete. So for the third row, we're going to be repeating the first row. That's 3, 6 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if you are doing for adult, then half double crochet 3. If you are doing for adults, it has to be longer than this, because this space will still, we are still going to shrink them together, if you get what I'm trying to say. So then we'll continue with our double crochet. We are still going to shrink this place together. Okay, so you're going to have this one. Can you see? It's still the same 3 rows, oh, but you can see this space is smaller and then this space is bigger. Okay, because that's what we want. That's what we want to achieve. All right, so just go ahead. If it's your own, you can have it longer than that. You know, depends on how much you want your ruffles to be. Okay, so if you want the ruffles to be so much, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you when we do this one. Don't worry. Okay. Oh, this thing is going to finish soon. The lighter shade of peach is going to finish soon. So I think I have to get more. Just use that one to take like a break, maybe 2 to 5 minutes while I look for it. Okay, just continue till it finishes. So at least that will give you time to maybe catch up with me if you are making it while I'm making it too. Okay. Launch a fire, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost, I need you. Okay. Okay, so we are at the end of this one. Then the fourth row is just single crochet all through. Do your one turning chain, don't forget. Then single crochet. We're just going to be doing single crochet all through. Okay, but my yarn is almost exhausted. So yeah, it's almost exhausted. So just give me like 3 to 4 minutes to just, you can just wait. Let me just look for it. Okay, HDC for this one is just 3. For the pattern it's just 3. I'm coming, I'm trying to look for more yarn. Okay, yeah, I'm back. I think I got some. So okay, so single crochet, that this is the fourth row, just single crochet. And why I made it to be, the reason why I did that is because single crochet is, if you check, like if you check the, how will I say it, the thickness, eh, you'll notice that single crochet is usually thicker than double crochet. Okay, so that's why I just wanted, like a more firm edge, more like when a tailor is working on a dress. Do you understand? And then they now the edge of the dress. Most of our either clothes or dress, you notice that they always give it like something like this, either this, they'll fold it in and then sew. Do you understand? So that's what it's called. It's just to give it, like, you see this way will be more thicker than this side. Yeah, that's just to give it like a stability. Do you understand? So that's just the main reason for doing this one too. Yeah, so can you see? So let's finish up our single crochet for this row. Then we'll go ahead to um you know doing it up to like what we have here, how we are going to adjust it. All right, so launch your fire, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, we need you. Please, if you are finding this video helpful, please let me give it a like. It's going to go a long way. Yeah, let me give it a like, please. Okay, so I'm almost done. Even before I prayed, Jehovah Nissi answered me. To be truthful, He has done it for me. Okay. Okay, and then the last stitch, then we are done. So what you want to do is fasten it off. But this time we are going to leave like a long thread, not too long anyways, but long enough, sha. So what I'm going to be doing is taking my, let me take red so you can see, or a contrast color. Can you see? So this is what I'm going to do, inserting my yarn inside it. Can you see? It's these two strands I actually did. Okay, I was supposed to pull it off. Well, let me just do it like this. Pull it off before you do your this thing, before you insert your darning needle. Okay, so this is what I have now. This one, this long thing that we have here is actually what we use to make this. Okay, so now how did we achieve this? I don't know if this is your network or anything. Maybe I should wait a little bit. If anybody is in, please just kindly, type. Let me know that you're in. Let's just use that one to take like 2 minutes break, because I don't want anybody to come back and start asking me, what did we do? What did we do? So once I see that someone else is in, I'll continue. Let's continue. So how did we turn this one? This one that we did here, this long strap to this. Okay, so this is like more like gathers. That's what they call it in the tailoring world. Okay, gathers. So now, since we already measured our this thing up to what we want, so this is what you are going to do. First, you want to go into, can you see, you want to go into your, this is my strand here. You want to go into your first row. Sorry. So this is our last row here. So I'm taking it by the side here, because I don't want this piece to just be like that. So I'm going into this side here, bringing it back at this corner here. All right, don't pull it, you don't have to pull it like too tight. Okay, I'm trying to adjust my yarn. Okay, so this is what we are going to be doing. We are going to be putting it, we are going to be skipping one. So we are going to be dealing with the stitches, right? Okay, so I'll just keep this one here, go here, you understand, bring it out here, skip this one here, go here, bring it out here. See, you just go like that, in like that. I'm going to do it again. See, this is our long strap here, and our long strand of yarn here, and I already inserted this one here. So the first row we did, not the one we finished with single crochet, this is the single crochet here. So I inserted my yarn up till this point, just to have it at the top here instead of me cutting my yarn and joining again. Do you understand? So I just went in with that one here. So you just want to keep going in, more like you want to sew it. Do you understand? But you bring it out in all those pieces or in the stitches that you have here. Come in. See. You just want to bring it in and out, bring it in and out. It doesn't have to be one strand. Just make sure that you're bringing it outside. See. Bring it in, bring it out. More like you want to sew. Do you understand? So you just keep bringing it in, bringing it out. Okay? If your hand is full, just pull it. More like you want to sew it, okay? But you won't let it be too tight, okay? You just want to pass, we just want to pass this thing. We just want to pass it in. That's what we are doing. Okay, so let's just continue. You can either do it maybe 1 or intervals of 3 or intervals of 2, depending on what you want to do. Anything goes here. Anything goes here. The only main thing is just for it to gather. Do you understand? The only main thing is just for it to gather, so that, and that's what we are trying to do. Okay, so but let me try and do this. If you want to do this, I'm going to remove this again. I noticed what I did here was I picked the edge here because it's already reducing the length of our this thing. See, this one is coming out from here while that one is coming out from here. So I want it to be uniform. So I'm going to remove it again and show us again. It's just still the same thing, just picking it from the chains that we started with. Is just the difference. Okay, so let's just do it again. It's very simple. Once you start making it, in fact, you will see what I'm saying. It's actually very simple. All right, I'll insert it again. All right, see, so I'm just going to be picking those stitches that are there, that are up here. See, instead of going in between them, let's just pick the stitches that are up here. Just keep going inside, outside, inside, outside, just like that. So once your hand is full, just bring your strand in. No need to tighten it. If you want to tighten it, but you still need to lose it at least up to the measurement that we need. Okay, so just want to keep going in and out. Now that's why a plastic needle is actually very good too. This in and out, there's no out, this thing will be touching your hand. So imagine it's a like a darning needle for crochet. Imagine it's just a sewing needle. In fact, you would have hurt yourself much time safe, but this one is touching your hand freely without affecting it, without giving you injury of any form. Okay, then we are done. We are already at the edge now. So now what I was trying to say, if you want a fuller gathers, if you want something as full as this, do you understand, all you need to do is make a longer length. Okay, you can see the difference now. You can see this one is not well gathered. Okay, can you see? It's not well gathered. If you want something as full as this, it's the same length that we made though, but you can see now, if I use this one like this is how full it's going to be. And if I leave this one like this, it's not going to be really full. Do you understand? But at least it's going to have gathers too. Do you understand? So, and that's the difference between gathers too, like the normal tailoring gathers. So this one now, once you have, so if you want a fuller thing like this one, just a longer one, you will actually not regret it. Okay, so we want to make it up to our measurement. Now let's measure what we have here before we adjust this one at all. So you can just set this one aside, okay? Then take your stitch marker. If you don't have a stitch marker, just go ahead and make use of a safety pin, or what else can you make use of? Or just another color of yarn. Yes, that works too. Just another color of yarn. Let me show you how to do that. I'm trying to bring out another color of yarn. Okay, let's do it this way. Just something different. Well, because I don't want to start looking for yarn up and down. Okay, so this is what I have here. Okay, so if you don't have a stitch marker yet, which I want to believe everybody has, if you don't have a stitch marker yet, just go ahead wherever you want to pick. Okay, can you see it aligns? Okay, but there is a need for you to check each check if it tallies, like each row, if it tallies with one another. Okay, so this is like the, remember we already did this one for the armhole. Okay, so let me just join it to the other one. So depending on where we want as our front, if you want this space to be like outside, do you understand, and not the wrong side of the dress, you can just turn it. Okay, it's going to look the same way too. Yeah, because we are turning, it's not in rounds. Okay, so if you want this face outside, if you want this face inside, so let's say I want this one inside, so that's why I turned it inside. Sorry, I want it outside, that's why I turned it inside. Why? Because we are going to be sewing this place. Okay, so this place is going to be our wrong side. Do you understand now? Okay, no, so I'm trying to look for where the armhole, remember we marked our armhole here, so we don't need to look for it helter skelter anymore. Okay, so this is how many rows? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. What don't you understand about the flounce? flounce. What don't you understand? I want you to be specific. Is it how we made it or how we gathered it to this point? I want you to be specific so that I can know how best to explain to you. I'm waiting for you before we go on, please. Ayomide, do you understand? I'm waiting. No. Basically, this is what I said about the flounce. It's no big deal. This is what you made, right? This is what you made. It's as simple as that. I'm sure you should have gotten it up to this point. You made this straight thing. Okay, now what we want to do is measure where you want the flounce to start from. As you can see from that video that I sent to you, you will see that the lady's flounce started from a half length. Check the video very well. If you want to zoom in, you can go ahead and zoom in. You will see that there is a joining for our top. You know it's a gown, right? So you have the top panel, like serve as like the top. Do you understand? Then the gown, the skirt panel that they join together. You will notice that there is a joining at the middle here, and they started that their distance from that middle. Okay, and that middle is actually the half length that I taught you about, like 2 inches above your midpoint. Yeah, a little bit below your underbust and a little bit above your navel. That's your half length. If you're going to determine your half length here, you already have your measurements. So you just need to go ahead to your measurements, check what your half length is. For our own, our half length is 15 centimeters, right? So pick your measuring tape, go ahead to your work, pick your measuring tape, place your measuring tape at your collarbone. The zero should be at your collarbone. Then measure out your 15 centimeter. Mine is 15 centimeter, and this is what we have here. This one that we have here is the armhole. That's 8 centimeters. Okay, so I'm just trying to join this together. So, and we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 rows. Then we'll count 6 here too. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So our armhole should be here for this one. I'm still waiting for Eva to explain where she does not understand, but I'll keep explaining, Sha. Let me just do this one. And so you just trace this one, the sixth one, just trace it. Then trace the other one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Go ahead and just pick this one. Okay, you see that italics. Then join together. That's all. So this space is just going to be your armhole. So we are going to leave this side. We have no business with this side now. So where we are going to be joining is from here up to this point. Okay, so for your flounce that I was explaining, once you measure out your 15, let me see, from your collarbone, not from the middle, please, from your collarbone, because you can notice that this middle here is coming down, so you cannot measure from that place. Okay, so from your collarbone, I don't know, maybe it's my camera or something. Let me try and adjust it so we can see more clearly all the lighting. Sorry, I'm coming. I think the light is too much too. Okay, so let's continue. From our collarbone, not from the middle, please. Remember, this space is smaller. So from our collarbone, you want to go ahead, place your measuring tape at your collarbone here. Then measure out your half length. That's 15 inches. Can you see? This is where it stopped. Okay, so you want to pick your this thing, place it here. You can just go ahead, count this place to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So I want to go to the back too and just count 13 and join together. 1 2, this is already 6, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so you're going to have something like this. Just join it together. Okay, so I want to go to the other side and do the same thing. Just trace it. This is going to be here. Okay, then this one too. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This one has broken. So because we joined this one at the 6, that's why I'm counting 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that's 13 stitches too. You join it. Okay, so now from here we want to measure out. I'm trying to explain how to join and the flounce again. I'm trying to explain it again. So what you want to do is measure out this one, place your 0 at this point, your half length. Okay, place your 0. Now you're not going to be measuring it down because this edge is not straight. Do you understand? This edge is not a straight one, so you're not going to just place it here and measure it down. No, you have the wrong measurement. It will be short. Do you understand? For this straight one now, as you can see, from this point, from a half length to this point, you have 25 centimeters. Okay, we have 25 centimeters. Come in. So, but if you want to measure it out from the edge, place it on the edge and then use your measuring tape. Just keep adjusting your measuring tape. Okay, hold it here. You already measure out this one. Okay, 10. Okay, hold it here. You already measure out this one. Just keep holding it. Can you see I've left this upper part just to measure out the accurate measurement? Okay, and then you can see this one is a little bit more than 25 inches. It's as simple as that. Sometimes the hips might be curver than this, so it might not be the exact, it might not even be close to the straight one that you have here. So that's why you have to measure the curve. Do you understand? Now I have 25 inches here. So if you want to make your flounce, you don't have to, I already told you how you started, and this is because this space is inside. This space is inside. Do you understand the shape? So I want the flounce to like follow the shape. That's why I reduced it here and started with a single crochet, then proceed to half double crochet, then proceed to double crochet. Do you understand? If you follow that pattern, you get what I'm trying to say. So that's why I'm trying to ask you where exactly you are finding it difficult. So once you ask something like this, just make sure that it is longer than your measurement. Do you understand what you measured here? So for our own, we measured like 26 or 27 centimeters. Okay, now this flounce, the measurement is what again, sef, is 37 centimeters. So that's quite longer than this one. If you want to put it like this, you see it is too much. Do you understand? And it will not even give us what we want. Do you understand? So you can make your own, and I explained, if you want your own to be more gathered, something like this, just make it more longer. Do you understand? If you have 20, the way we have 25, you can just times it by 2. Do you understand? If you want it to be well gathered, just times it by 2 and do 50 centimeter. Do you understand? At the end of the day, once you finish your 50 centimeter, just pick your darning needle and just use it to pick it. I'm asking you, what exactly don't you understand? You are not telling me what you don't understand now. You said you don't understand. I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain here. You said you are here. Yes, I know you are here. What exactly don't you understand in the flounce? Maybe it's the network that is fluctuating. It might be the network. That's what I'm trying to like explain again. So maybe it's your network. What exactly? I want to know what exactly you're not getting so that I can explain. That's why I keep explaining. And I explained up to this point where you have to just use your needle to just pick this. It's just as simple as ABC. Go here, pick it, just pick it. Go from here. It's more like bringing it out. Do you understand? But that will just waste your time. That's why I just taught you the easier method. Sorry, let me just remove my darning. Hey, this one is stuck though. It's more like sewing, more like you want to sew. But now a loose sewing, you're not going to pull it to be tight at all. Do you understand? You're not going to pull it to be tight at all. Just pick it here, then go inside. Anyhow you want to do it, just pick it. Then if it's full, you pull it out. It's as simple as that. Then you are going to have, if you stretch it out, it will still stretch out. Now once you get to this edge, then you can now pull it and adjust it to the measurement you want. So it will give you like a gathered feel. See, you just use your hand to adjust it to the measurement you want. Do you understand? It will give you like this gathered feel. It's as simple as that. Now if you notice, what I gathered here If I want to check if it's going to correlate, this is where we are going to have business with, not here. This is where we are joining to our gown. Do you understand? Please, I want to know if you understand up to this point. Then just take this one, place it there. I don't want it to start from that point. Maybe a little bit down. Okay, just place it here, and you can see it's not getting to this point, so you can just adjust it, bring it down here. So you can just adjust, use your hand, those places that are taking more gathers, just use your hand to adjust it. Do you understand? Till you have like something more even, then you're going to have something like this. See? So anywhere that you see is taking more, just adjust it, use your hand to adjust it. So you're going to have something like this. I hope you understand up to this point. So let's go ahead. Now we want to join our work. How do we join it? Since we've adjusted it up to what we want. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, see, can you see, this is how it's going to be. All right, so how do we join it with this our work? Remember, this is the old side, this is the odd side, the wrong side. Now see, now I think it's the network issue. Nobody is here now, then I'll have to start repeating myself again. Let me just use that one to change my yarn. If anybody is here, please let them just signify that they are here, so I know that I'm talking to people. So I can just continue this thing. Or better still, let me just continue. If you don't understand, come and watch the video again. So what we are going to do next is, insert this one, because we want this space to be, this is the wrong side, right? This is where we are joining. So, and this flange should be in our right side. So what you want to do is take this thing and flip it like this. All right, once you flip it like this, you can use since your darning needle is here, pick the edge of this place, because that's what you are going to be joining. Pick the edge of this place and join. Okay, and join together. That way you know that your yarn is not moving again. Hey, see, I already pulled this one too much now, so I have to find a way to adjust it. Let me see. I think it's too much, so I can pull. Yeah, so I'm just going to adjust the, just be careful when you're doing it so that it does not spoil the measurements that you've made. Okay, see, so this is what I'm going to do. Since I already pulled this one, just be careful with it so that it doesn't spoil. So I'm placing it inside here. You can go ahead and use your stitch marker, or like I said, use another type of yarn entirely to just join it. But basically, just use your stitch marker. See, I'm going to use this thing and use it to pick. See, I'm not straightening this one out. Just leave your gathers the way it is. Just leave it. So far it is equivalent to whatever you want. Okay, see, this is where I want it to start, so I'm just going to place it here. Go ahead with more stitch markers and just use my stitch marker here, because I wanted it to start from here. Okay, so here now, just make sure you are not over adjusting this thing so that it does not scatter once you finish it. Just as much as you can, just go ahead and use your stitch marker to hold it in place. Can you see? Use your stitch marker to hold it in place. All right, so let's do this one first. So if you don't understand, we use this other side to explain. Okay, so now this is what I have for this one. Now this is what we have here. So I want to go ahead and close my flounce with this other, see, with this other one. Normally if there's no flounce here, you just go ahead and sew from your armhole up till the end of your work. Do you understand? But since we are adding this style to it, so there is a need for us to place our flounce inside. Just flip it in. Once you are able to adjust it at this side, flip it in, then you have something like this. Okay, so now we want to sew. Okay, if you can, just remove your stitch marker here, add it to where it's supposed to be here, so that it will be in place too. Do you understand? But since it's the same thing, I don't need it. You can go ahead and do yours like that. For this part, go ahead and hide your yarn first, please, before you do anything, so that your work will be neat. Me, I can still find my way around it at the end of the day, but for your own benefits, let's just go inside, hide this yarn first. See what I'm doing? Okay, I already taught you how to hide your yarn, so just go ahead and hide your yarn first. So once you hide it, see, pull a little bit, then cut. See, you already have something like this. This one too, if I am hidden it, it won't be like this here, to not be confusing us. Just go ahead, insert it into your darning needle and hide. Okay, sorry, this piece did not, because it's too short, so just leave your own distance to be as long as you know, so that it will be easy to pull in. Okay, so I'm eating this one, I'll pull and cut, then I'll have something like this. Okay, so I just want to go to this edge. I'll pick this edge with it. Okay, this edge here, and I'll start joining my work. Okay, so you can now join whatever way, but make sure you are picking this middle one with it. See, make sure you are picking this flounce with it. Okay, as you are joining, you can do overlocking stitch, you know, that is, it has to. Okay, how we made it, that means you were not here, that means you have to watch this thing again, because I taught us how to make, we did it here. Okay, and I've explained like 3 to 4 times now sir. So maybe after the video, you can go ahead and watch it again. Do you understand? So I think you'll be able to get it that way. So make sure, just keep watching this one so that you get up to this point. So you can do your overlocking network. Okay, so but for this one, I think I'll prefer the overlock stitch. So I'm just making sure I'm picking the middle one with it while I'm joining this. Okay, okay, so it is actually very advisable to use your stitch marker to hold this other one too in place. That's a lot of stitch markers, please, but then so that you know what you are doing, you know when to adjust. Okay, so let's just keep going, and like I said, I will keep picking the middle one before I pick this other side with my overlock stitch. Okay. All right. So I'm done remove. Let me insert my darn needle. I be my yarn. Insert my darning needle again. So let's just watch this one and look at it together. So if you have any question afterward, I'll be able to explain. Okay, so I already removed that one because I need to stitch that place up too. Just keep going. Okay. Okay, so if you check the right side so far, can you see the place we already joined? This is what you are going to have. Okay, this is what you are going to have. If you split it like this, this is what you are going to have. So let's continue and see what we are going to have at the end of the day. Okay, just make sure that your flounce is in place, it's not shaking. Just make sure that you are joining all of them together. Okay, don't use your hand to adjust the one in the middle, please. If not, you will displace it. Okay. Okay, so I'm just using this one to cover it, cover the flounce. You can see I'm not adjusting the flounce in that middle one, the middle panel. That's our flounce. You can see I'm not adjusting it. So you're going to be having something like this. Just be careful, take your time and everything. And pick where you're supposed to pick, just the edge. Okay, so I'll be removing this. I know that you might want to ask me, oh, so are we not supposed to take this one to the tailor and do it? Mind you, there are some tailoring machine that might not be able to. So in fact, most of the manual tailoring machines that I know, they don't sew it. Although I have a tailoring machine that can, sew elastic material. Because if you go ahead and use a tailoring machine, at the end of the day, it will stretch your work. So all your measurements will be useless and the fabric will not be stretchy again, because once you were doing it, once you were sewing it on the machine teeth, while trying to move the fabric, it will stretch your work. So the length will not be accurate again, the breadth will not be stretchy too again. So this is what I have at the wrong side. So let's just go ahead and finish it first, and I'll show you what I have at the right side. Okay. Yeah, I know that there's one thing I want us to know. I know that this level of this thing, where I'm actually carrying it to, is very, very far. But I'm doing this intentionally so that you can be able to learn fast. That's why I'm doing this intentionally. I'm supposed to take you like one step at a time, taking baby steps. Even when I was taking baby steps, you still have some people that will still complain that, okay, like I'm too fast, because we don't learn at the same pace. But I'm just trying to like challenge us. That's why I'm trying. If not, we're just not supposed to do this girl and then join it, and then that's all. Do you understand? But this flounce is a plus. Instead of us, instead of you trying to wait for me to teach you, because there's no, in fact, you cannot even get a tutorial for this flounce. Yeah, because I did it, I created it originally. I just saw the tailoring this thing. Then this whole thing was just my own idea, not anybody's idea. I didn't find it on YouTube or anything. And that's one thing about original creations. Do you understand? Once you can find an inspiration, maybe with material dress or anything, then you can go ahead, you see how you are going to go about it and do it. I can write a pattern for this dress now. Do you understand? With the one with the flowers and everything. I can write a pattern or create a video pattern of it that I'll sell, not the one I'll upload on YouTube. Oh. That's why you find out that there are some channels that after, even if you subscribed, do you understand, which is free, they will now ask you to, if you want to join for their exclusive list, like maybe you want to see some videos of the things they created by themselves originally. Do you understand? If I feel this one is not a big deal, there's no need for me, maybe there's nobody, maybe there are a lot of tutorial for this one online, I might decide to post it like on my public video. Do you understand? But if I think there's a threshold you have to get to on YouTube before you're able to, people are able to join your community. They call it a community. Do you understand? Once they join the community, they I think they have to pay a certain amount to YouTube every month. So YouTube in turns pays you. Do you understand? So once you find some videos like this, things you cannot just find randomly online. You might see the picture online, but you might not see the pattern online. That's the truth. You cannot just find the pattern. Maybe the person already have the video pattern. Do you understand? So anyone with the link will be able to view. Only anybody with the link will be able to view this type of videos, this type of pattern. It's more or less like they are selling the pattern to them. Do you understand? But in this time, it is not a written pattern, not as a PDF, but a video pattern. You understand? So if you're able to create things like this, maybe see a dress and recreate it, then it's a plus for you. You'll be able to, own up to your thing. Is your own. So that's what I'm trying to push us. You cannot search for flowers, crochet flowers online and see if you find. You cannot. You cannot. So I'm just trying to trying to challenge us so that we will be able to, gain more knowledge. I beg, lights don't go. So I'm almost done with this part. All right, so yeah, can you see we are done with that flounce part? I already picked the edge of the flounce. So you just go ahead and keep joining this one up till we get to our armhole side. Do you understand? So that's what we are going to be doing now. So no more extra attention on the middle. We are done with that part. Okay, so just go ahead and just keep joining this one to themselves. Let them kiss each other and know that love is good so that they can bring forth good children at the right side. Okay, can you see we are almost at the armhole area? You can just go ahead and take your time while trying to sew this thing, because it's something you have to wear, so you don't want any funny thing to happen. Even if it is tight, you don't want to hear plan, or maybe your customer telling you that, oh, you didn't sew this thing very well. No, you don't want that, especially when it is handmade, no machine. You understand? So you want to take your time and just sew it very well. Okay, so I'm at that point. I can just remove the stitch marker here because I know we're already there. So I'll go into this last one like 2 to 3 times, then go back a little bit, something they call back stitching in tailoring. Okay, can you see I'm going towards the back because I don't want to join it there. All right, so I'm going to just, you know, use it as a knot, tie it very well. Then since this is a color I will have here, I'm going to hide my yarn. Just going to hide my yarn here, so it's more safe that way. Okay, you can tie your knot more than 2 to 3 times, so just make sure it is well secured. Okay, so if I try to turn this, let's try to turn it and see what we have. Okay, so I want to be careful with this one. I don't know which network is slow. I think so. I don't know whose network is slow, but I can't actually know. Maybe it's mine. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. We are going to have something like this. Okay, can you see? We are going to have something like this. Can you see? Can you see? This is how your gown is going to look like. So once the person wears itself, it will fit more. Do you understand? Assuming I have like a miniature, what's it called again? Can you see this side? Can you see how beautiful it is? Can you see how beautiful it is already? So, and the person can also wear it like this safe. See? Sorry. So let's just go ahead and continue. Let's do the second side now. Okay, so I want to turn my work back. Okay, so I've turned it to the other side back. So I'm taking this other one. I want to trace where this one started from. So started from here, I'm going to trace it. So here, this is where my flounce should start from. Okay, so I want to insert the edge here, inside here. Just watch what I'm doing. Then at the same time, this one is just so here on this panel too. Okay, it has removed though, sorry. Then on this panel too, see, then I've joined it, see. So you can just turn it at least to adjust it first. Okay, so it's more flouncy here, it's more gathered here, so I'll just adjust that side to come down a little bit. Okay, till I'm satisfied with the result I have. So I can just use my hand, just use your hand to adjust it, so whatever you want. Okay, so I think I'm okay like this. So I want to go ahead, pick my darning needle. I already attached a darning needle to this other side too. Okay, so I'm turning this one since I'm satisfied with the measuring tape, but just be careful. Okay, you can go ahead to use your stitch marker that you remove from that side to do this one too. Since you've adjusted to whatever you want, just use your this thing to hold it in place. You can hold it with this one too, no big deal. So the hip side too, especially, so it doesn't come off. All right, okay. And then if you still want more, you can go for it. Just place it as much as you can. Okay, then this edge. So I think I'm fine with this edge. I can find my way around it. Like I said, hide your yarn. I'm going to do this one without hiding it first. So I'm picking the edge of this 3 panels now. Okay, another way you can actually hide your yarn if you have it at the edge here is just hold it in place here. Since we are doing overlocking stitch, it will actually be hidden. Let me show you, but it might not be that neat as I did it originally. Do you understand? So just go ahead, don't let us be lazy about this. Just go ahead and just hide it normally, because this one is going to be disturbing your, you're not going to see this one very well. So I'll hide it normally so that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so you want to pick the 3 panels. Okay, come in. So we are just going to join this one to the same way, but make sure you don't leave out the middle panel, please. Always pick it before you pick that other side, so you don't miss it out. My back is aching me. See? So I'm done with this side. I can just remove this stitch marker. Okay, so another tip I actually want to give us is for this flounce area, you can just make sure that yours is how will I say it? Maybe use a single strand for the flounce. If you want it to be um if you don't want it to just stand, oh, okay, sorry, if you don't want it to just stand rigidly, if you don't want it to be rigid, like just stay like that, you know, if you see the video, the girl's own was bouncy, or it was flowy, let me put it that way. It was, our own was actually very very flowy. Do you understand? The way she was moving, the thing was also moving on its own. Do you understand? So you can just use your own to, you can do like a single strand for whatever you want to make. You know, that one will be light. It will have a light weight. Do you understand? So that way it will not just stand. But if you are making something like a peplon, yeah, that's true, Seb. I've not seen anything like a tutorial, crochet tutorial on YouTube too. Maybe I'm going to make. So if you are doing something like a peplon, then you need to just use a double crochet so that I can a double strand, sorry, so that it can be thick, then it will stand well. That peplon area will come out very well. But if you want something flowy, it should be single strand mostly. Okay, so I'm trying to join this place as fast as possible so we can go to joining the shoulder, because we still need to join the shoulder actually. And you see this one has been adjusted on its own, has shifted. Oh, these are some of the problems. So I'm using two strands now, one has removed, so I have to remove it totally. Okay, so I think we are done with this part, so I'll just remove that. I think the network is not that good today. Let's just manage it like that. I didn't want to just let us keep class like yesterday. How yesterday's network was even nothing to write home about. So as you can see, I'm picking the middle. Please, I'm concentrating on the middle, because if you don't pick it there, at the end of the day, once you turn your work, what you are going to see, you will not like it, because that place will come out. Okay, so it's not give you what you want exactly. Okay, so I'm almost done with the flowers and this area, because it's supposed to stop here. Okay, all right, so I'm going to just remove this stitch marker and continue. Okay, let's continue. So we're almost done with this one. We didn't even talk about what type of sleeve to even put on this, but we can also leave it as armless anyways, but then just to teach us how to go about sleeves, how to work on sleeves too. Okay, so I'm almost at the armhole area. Okay, and as usual, let's go into it like 2 to 3 times then back stitch a little bit. Once you back stitch and you're sure that okay it is in place, so then you can go ahead to just tie a knot. This way, do it like 2 to 3 times, so, and hide your yarn. Okay, so this one has refused to cooperate, so let's just go ahead and continue. I'll soon end the class. Oh god, 2 hours is gone just like that. Okay, then just cut it. Okay, so let's just rush before we see the whole result and everything. Let me cut this thing, I beg, give me a problem. So let's just rush and just do the shoulder area. Now for the shoulder area, this is what I'm going to do for it. We're just going to be joining it too. Before we review whatever it is we have. Okay, so for the shoulder area, I'll be using 1 strand because I don't want that place to be too bulky. You see what I'm saying? Okay, let me use a longer one. All right, so let's add this one. So I'm trying to hide our yarn so that we can go ahead and join our shoulder. Then we'll see what is left. We just turn and see what is left. Okay. Okay, so all we want to do now is join this one. All right, so instead of hiding yarn at the end of the day, I'll just start like this. Just insert it here, then pull it till I can't see it again. It's already here, so I won't be able to see it again. So I'm picking these edges. So we want to join, we have 24 stitches, right? Okay, so 24 divided by, we have how many? What the shoulder to shoulder measurement is 16. Okay, so if you say 16, want like maybe 8 centimeter in the middle. Want 8 centimeter in the middle. The shoulder to shoulder, this is the shoulder to shoulder measurement, that's 16. Okay, so we want like 8 centimeter in the middle, more like this place. Okay, to be open for neck allowance, so that your neck, basically the measurement is supposed to be 3 by 3 inches. Okay, that's in if you're using inches, do you understand? In tailoring word, once you're cutting, you have to leave like allowance of at least 3 by 3 inches, except you are making a turtleneck. There is section to every rules, or maybe a cow, a cow neck. Is it cowl or be cow? COWL, that's the spelling. cow neck, yes. So but for this one we're going to be picking, so if I divide the 24, so we need like 8 centimeters, that's like half of the stitches, and we have 24 stitches, so we need 12 stitches in the middle. Okay, so to achieve 12 stitches in the middle, we'll do 6 here, 6 here. So we're going to join 6 at this side. All right, you can go into them, like each of the stitches you can pick them like 2 to 3 times, so you can be sure. Okay, just make sure it is 6 you're picking. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we'll be stopping here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. We'll be stopping here for this one too. Okay, so the 6th one, this is it. So go ahead and do that maybe 2 to 3 times, then back stitch and hide your yarn too, as simple as that. Then you can go ahead and hide your yarn. Okay, so once we go to the next, this one too from this side, so I want to count like 6 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is where I'm going to start my work from. Let me just bring it from here because the color of the distance aligns with this one. 3 4 5, then 6. Just bring it out here, so I make sure it does not, yeah, it's inside, so I won't need to hide that yarn again. So I'll pick the 6th one here. This is it, and the 6th one here. Okay, I'll join it together. Okay, then proceed to the next one. Just join like that. I'm so sorry for delaying up to this moment. We'll soon be done. Okay, then the edges. So once we are done with this one, you can just tie your knots as usual, then hide your yarn. Please tie it like 2 to 3 times, so there's no baby to wear this one. It's just like to show you how to do this. Okay, so I think we can now turn our work and see what we've done so far. So this is the wrong side. Okay, so I think we can just turn our work and see whatever it is we've done so far. Okay, so you have the neck area, the neckline. Can you see? So if the person wears it, don't worry, this piece will come down anyways, so this piece will add to the bust area here. But if you have something like this neck, can you see, it will look something like this. If this piece was the back, can you see, so the back will stand out like this, and this one will give you the neck vibe. Can you see? So I'm going to be teaching us this neck area maybe the next class after our actual class for that day. Okay, so if you like a front sleeve, then you can leave this one as a front. Can you see the color combination too? Yeah, so maybe I'm going to snap it so you can see what I'm saying. So we have our shoulder, sorry, our armhole. This is going to be our armhole. So if you want to work a sleeve, our sleeve will be working it around here. Okay, whatever type of sleeve you want to make, balloon sleeve. So I'll be teaching us on sleeves too. Please, I want us to write down whatever it is I said I will be teaching us, so that in case I forget, you'll be able to remind me. So you will see, you'll be having something like, it should be having something like this. Okay, so you can actually make your own flounce more bigger than this. So you should be having something like this for the back. And for the front, you should have something like this. Yeah, so it's as simple as that. Thank you for joining the class today. So we'll be meeting. If there is any question, please, once you check the video again and you don't understand anything, please, you can always come to my DM and ask questions. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I think we can end the class on this note. Sorry. All right, so this is what we have. This is what we have. It's actually very beautiful. Okay. Okay.